Alright, so this is going to be a real quick video on this "What did Dr. Dripp say to the bleeding kid who refused to get stitches" worksheet. So seems like every worksheet or every time we do problems they set these triangles up differently, but always sees the long side all the time. So we will look through that. Find the missing side length if possible. Some answers are rounded, and then it's just to cross out the letter next to the correct answer. When you finish, the answer to the title question will remain. So basically, whatever you don't cross out, that answer will be left over here on the side. So remember, work's done on a separate piece of paper. So let's start with four. Looks fun. So 4, A is 10, C is 26, and B is, we don't know yet. So I'm going to set up a triangle, and I'm just going to stick with the way that we're used to drawing them because it really doesn't matter. Okay, so C is 26. A is 10, and B is we don't know. So remember, I already gave you that like cheat sheet of formulas. Okay, I rewrote the formulas for you when we wanted to solve for something. So B is equal to the square root of C squared minus A squared. So this is equal to the square root of 26 squared minus 10 squared. Well, I know that's 100, so this is the square root of, see, 26 squared is 676. So this becomes the square root of 576. And taking the square root of 576, we get that this is 24. So B is equal to 24. And then we're going to come over to our worksheet. We're going to write in 24 for B. And then over here, we find 24 and we cross it out. Okay, we get rid of it. And actually cross through the letter too, because that letter is gone and it's the letters that are left over that will give us what we're looking for. Because this one has a decimal in it, I'm going to do 8 for you. So 8. A is equal to 1.5, B is equal to 2, and C is equal to, we don't know. So draw our triangle. C is what we don't know. I don't know why I just drew a question mark. 1.5, 2. So we know that A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared, but I gave you the formula. C is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared. So now I just plug in these numbers. C is equal to the square root of 1.5 squared plus 2 squared. So this is the square root of 1.5 squared is 2.25 plus 2 squared is 4. So 2.25 plus 4 is 6.25. So the square root of 6.25 is, if I can do my calculator, 2.5. So come over, number 8, and put 2.5. And then you got to find it. Here it is, and we cross it out. All right, so those two are gone now. So you only have a couple left there. So we're going to look down at the bottom. Number 16 should have our right angle symbol there. I'm not entirely sure why it doesn't. It's kind of weird. I'm going to do 16 and 17 for you, and that will be it. So 16, basically we have A and B are 50. Okay, so I'm just reading it off here. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go in and I'm going to tell you what sides are missing. So this should help you. So with 9, side C is missing. Okay, and your A and B don't matter because that won't change anything. Side C is missing on 10. We're just going to call this side B. We're going to call this side A, C, A. Like I said, the ones that are A's and B's, it doesn't matter, but B, C, and C. So actually, you know what, let me do 17, and then let me do one that's a different one. I'll do 14 and 17. So that's what we'll do. All right, 14. A is equal to blank, B is equal to 44, and C, oops, sorry, wow, hello. Ignore what I just wrote. B is equal to 35, and C is equal to 44. Okay, remember it's the longest side there, so it's already drawn the triangle for us, so because it's done that, I'm not going to redraw a triangle. In this case, we're solving for A, and I already had told you that A is equal to C squared minus B squared. So then we just need to plug stuff in. So this is going to be 44 squared minus 35 squared. 44 squared is 1936 minus 35 squared is 1225. So 1936 minus 1225 is 711. Go get a Slurpee. So then the square root of that is approximately 26.7. It's 26.66 repeating. So, or not repeating, but and so on. So we're going to call it 26.7. So over here at 14, inside the triangle, or well here, outside of it, I'm just going to write 26.7. Come over here and find it, 26.7, cross through it. So just write it next to the letter that we filled in. That'll be easy for me to find it and make sure you've solved them all. If you want to write them over here in like a color just to like be able for it to stand out some, that's fine too. So then I'm going to do 17 and we'll be done. We're going to see if I can fit it down here on the bottom. 17, so we have A is equal to, we'll just say 0.7, B is equal to 0.9, and C is equal to, we don't know. Since it already gives us a triangle, I'm just going to start filling stuff in. C is equal to the square root of 0.7 squared plus 0.9 squared, so this is A squared plus B squared. Okay, 0.7 squared should be like 0.49, I think. Yep, 0.49 plus, this should be 0.81. 0.81 plus 0.49. So this is the square root of 1.3. Square root of that is 1.14. So come over here, C is equal to 1.14. And they look like they're rounding everything, so this is going to actually be 1.1, so just take that 4 off. So 1.1. So now you have a couple things crossed off, so the rest of the stuff that you cross off should leave you with a phrase there of some sort. So hopefully this helps to give you a little bit more guidance there on how to do these and go about them. And I would say expect a quiz of some sort next week. Could be the last one. There might be one more small one depending on what we get through next week, but I would say expect a quiz like maybe Tuesday. And it will be timed probably will give you about 2 hours, and you'll only need about probably 45 minutes. So it gives you some time for some error and stuff like that. So just a heads up about that. If you have any questions, let me know. It's currently raining really bad, so stay safe in all the weather. And if there's any issues with like power outages or anything, just let me know about that, if that is hindering you from getting something done. Now you have till Sunday, so you should be fine, but sometimes, you know, the power can be a little crazy, so just let me know. But have a great day.